guys, welcome back to another DBD discussion video, and for today's video, I was contemplating what I was going to discuss upon. I was thinking about doing some past things, maybe buffs to past killers and stuff like that, but I figured because the Hellraiser chapter was revealed yesterday, and it is now on the PTB, I figured I'd talk about my thoughts on the Hellraiser chapter. So right off the bat, let's just get right into this, because I do have something to do after recording this video, and then I'll probably edit it later. What is my thoughts on the Hellraiser chapter? Right off the bat, all the good things to say about this chapter. The animations, the aesthetic, the Mori, all of that is just fantastic. I think they did a great job. They put effort into it, as they always do. I think the devs always hit the nail in the coffin as far as making the killer look as if it does in the movies and stuff like that. And now that the Hellraiser chapter came out on Dead by Daylight, I really want to get the movies because I don't have the Hellraiser movies, and I would like to watch them because Halloween is coming closer, as you know. So I would like to rewatch some horror franchises, and Hellraiser is definitely one that I would like to check out. So as far as the aesthetic goes, like I said, I think they did a great job on that. Now, on to the power. For those of you who don't know, because I know that this chapter just came out yesterday, basically how his power works is you summon a portal, ideally next to a survivor, and once you summon the portal, you get transferred to a chain that is coming out of the portal, and you have to try to attach the chain to the survivor to slow them down. When the chains are attached to the survivor, they cannot sprint. So it's kind of like a clown's bottle, but more skill-based because you have to be accurate with it, which might be a problem come, the next few weeks when we really, really get the feel of how powerful this killer is. So that's basically how it works. It's a slowdown power. But he also has a few side things. He has the Lament configuration, which is the puzzle box that he holds. Basically, they spawn on the map, and the survivors that are suffering from a chain hunt, which basically a chain hunt is a random portals that it's just RNG based that slow down the survivors, and to get rid of the chains, they have to solve the puzzle box. And if they solve the puzzle box, the Lament configuration, the killer, Pinhead, can teleport to the box. I think that whole side part with the whole chain hunt and the Lament configuration, I think that's all fine. As far as I'm concerned right now, maybe in the future there might be some problems with it. And if that is the case, when this killer gets released on all platforms, not in the PTB, I'll probably just talk about it on a stream, because the night that this comes out, I'll probably be streaming it and just having some fun with the new chapter and everything like that. So that whole aspect is good. The only thing I would say that probably needs to be changed is I think I want his slowdown aspect with the whole summoning the chains and stuff like that. I think it needs to stand out a little bit more compared to other killers that slow down people in chase, like Clown is the biggest example. I think it needs to stand out a little bit more, because Clown is basically like Trickster when he was being buffed in the PTB compared to Huntress. You didn't really require any skill, and you could easily get downs on survivors. And that's the case with Clown compared to Pinhead in the game now. All you do is throw bottles, and if you know how to aim, and it's not that hard with Clown's bottles at least, you're going to be able to slow down the survivors, and you're going to have a decent time in chase. But with Pinhead, it's a lot more skill-based, much like Huntress, where you have to be accurate with the chains to then slow them down. There's nothing wrong, like, if you are accurate with his power, you definitely get a good slowdown, and it can help you in chase. Depending on the tile. Some tiles it's not as good with, especially like short tiles where you could just mind game and hit the survivor. So that's another problem that, we might be able to figure out a solution in the future. But yeah, I would just like his slowdown power to be buffed or stand out a little bit more, so that it compares better to other slowdown killers, so it's not like, well, why don't I just play Clown where I don't have to work as hard to get slowdown? That's basically what I mean. He needs to be changed just like how Trickster was. He needs to balance between other killers so that he can be fun to play. He can have a good slowdown and chase, but also he's at the same level as the same other killers, so that he doesn't look worse than other killers because other killers have an easier time with slowing down survivors in chase. Also Freddy is another example. He has the snares; those are a lot easier to use in chase. So yeah, I would just say make him balance around other slowdown killers a little bit more as far as his power goes, and I think he'll be a lot better. His perks, I forgot to mention those. They'll probably change them here and there. I'm not really sure what to think about his perks as of right now. I know people who have been actually playing on the PTB because I can't. I'm not downloading DPD until crossplay happens on PC. But people who have been playing on the PTB so far probably know some of the problems with some of the perks. I don't think any of his perks are terrible. Deadlock is very good. Hex Plaything, not really sure what to think about it. I don't think it's a terrible perk, but it's probably just a mediocre perk, and they'll probably tweak it in some way. And the Scourge Hook, like this whole new series of perks, I like this idea for perks. I really like it. Never would have thought of it ever. And I think it's a neat little idea, but as far as this Scourge Hook, the one that they're making the Summons of Pain or whatever, I forget the name, I haven't really memorized all of them yet. I don't think it's the best, because, Sloppy Butcher exists, and I don't think the whole repair and healing slowdown is all that great, so they'll probably change that as well. But I suppose it could be good for killers that don't M1, they use their power to down survivors, but yeah, as far as the perks go, I think they're pretty decent. I don't think any of them are terrible, but I would like to see them changed. The animations and all that are very, very great. Obviously, there's some bugs that come along with PTB. They'll get them fixed, I'm 100% sure. And yeah, I would like to see the power tweaked. I'm not the expert here. I'm not the one who's going to make all the decisions on how I would fix the power. I'm just saying, what areas of the power would I fix? And it's definitely not the RNG side area. It's the main part of his power that helps him in chase. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about the Hellraiser chapter. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I think that's really it. Stay tuned for future content. I'm not really sure what I'm going to release next. Probably another DBD discussion video after this one. School is almost coming back. But I might get back to doing streams over the weekend or something like that if I feel like it. But we'll see. I'm not going to be doing streams every night. I don't like to do that. But yeah, I'd like to do some more streams in the future. And play some games and, try different builds and stuff like that for you guys to see. Getting my costume put together for Halloween. Obviously, like I said, I'm being Pyramid Head this year. Just got the sword ready. It's not finished yet, but we are still working on it, so I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I think that's really all the announcements I have to make. Read the community posts so you can stay up to date with all the future content, and join the Discord. Link will always be in the description of every video. Other than that, like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you next time.